Hello, everyone, and welcome in. Hope everyone is doing well. Positive healing vibes to all the subscribers, the viewers, and the world out there. Today, we are doing a pick a pile reading, and this is going to be a healing spread. So, in this message, we're going to tap into the energy surrounding you at this time. Then, we're going to dive a little bit deeper into what needs to be released in order to be able to traject you in a positive direction. We'll look at what will shift if this happens, where you'll see the biggest change in which area of your life. We'll look at where to focus your energy next, anything that's hidden that you need to be made aware of, and we'll pull a few cards at the end for advice, guidance moving forward. So, I'll give you a second, pick your pile, and let's get to it. So we're just going to dive right into the first pile. It's going to be Amethyst. I believe this deck is called the Mermaid Tarot. And this is going to be a collective reading. So whoever was inclined to choose this pile. Most important message here for the collective spirit. What do my collective friends need to know? Healing energy are we tapping into today? Please and thank you. Four of Swords. This is rest, rejuvenating, recovering. It's like taking a break, getting a mental reprieve. We have the Hermit on the bottom of the deck. Okay, so this energy right here is pinnacle to healing. Okay, this tells me that you're spending a lot of time alone, that you're taking time with yourself to get clear on your path, on your purpose, as well as taking an honest look at the past and maybe how you showed up in the past in certain areas of your life. Okay? In the past, I feel like there was a lot of money. There was a lot of abundance, a lot of wealth coming in, but this may have had to do with a controlling boss. Maybe this was a controlling parent. This is the Empress energy, but this Empress energy is in the reverse. And we're going to clarify all of this here in a moment. The Ten of Pentacles, and this is past energy, guys. So the Ten of Pentacles is like long-term wealth, generational wealth, financial abundance. Currently, in the present moment, I feel like you're walking away from something that was no longer serving you. This person was very deceptive, very dishonest. And to be honest with you, I feel like this person is using you to get access to have access to maybe your finances. Maybe they were getting some sort of need met financially when it came to this relationship. But I feel like this had a lot to do with how the relation played out and why things ended the way they did. Okay. Now moving forward, justice will be served. So if you are maybe in litigation with this person or going after them financially, I do feel like everything is going to work out. Everything is going to turn in your favor. It may take some time, but I do feel like this situation here with this particular person that you're distancing yourself from, everything is going to play out as it needs to. And if you aren't already able to see why that ended, you will be able to see very soon. So let's clarify. Now, if you find the messages helpful, if it's resonating for you, please give it a thumbs up. Now, why is all of this coming out here? Why is this coming out about money, about betrayal? I honestly feel here it's having to do with your outlook or maybe some behaviorisms when it comes to money. We have the Eight of Pentacles that was underneath the Hermit energy. So it's really like getting clear on your path, on your purpose, on what you can do for work that makes you feel more fulfilled. Okay, and how do you accomplish the things that you want to accomplish doing the things that you love? Let's clarify this Ten of Pentacles, the Queen of the Ocean in the reverse, please and thank you. King of Pentacles, Two of Cups. Some of you, this may have been like an actual relationship. However this is playing out for you, there was a loss when it comes to money, and this changed your perspective as well. So maybe when you were younger, you kind of had a more of a carefree attitude when it came to finances because of the money that you had available to you. And when this separation or this disillusion happened, changed your perspective on things. The present energy, you're still healing from all of this. And even if you don't feel like that's the case, you are. It's like a pause. It's like calm after the storm. Okay? And what I feel is going on is you're having to recalibrate your whole life. You're having to change a lot of things, a lot of routines, a lot of ways that you show up in the world, a lot of friendships that you maybe had that were superficial. You're starting to weed out the bad seeds, if you will, and really focusing on and nurturing those relationships that fulfill you, that help you and are caring and are loving, positive, reassuring. Let's clarify this before we dive deeper into this energy. Now, in the deeper part of this message, we're really going to look into what needs to be released through this, okay? And if I use my mind's eye, it's going to have to do with something regarding money, routine, maybe even health, factoring in with that, okay? Right now, there's a lot of sticks in the fire, okay? I also feel here there's some maybe resentment or sadness in regards to this past disconnect and thinking maybe it was partly your fault or what could I have done to change this or had a different outcome. There was nothing that you could have done, okay? Everything happened for a reason. Set the stage for a more solid future. So let's dive a little bit deeper into the energy. We're first going to look at what needs to be released. Thank you guys again for all the love and the support. For information on rituals, for ritual kits, for personal readings, guys, it's all linked below in the description box. What do my friends, my collective friends, need to release here when it comes to this energy? Please and thank you, Spirit. Okay. So the Temperance, the High Priestess, and the Knight of Cups in the reverse. Stop accepting superficial apologies. Now, I know you guys may have heard this before, maybe you haven't, but there are parts to an apology. A lot of people believe there are 3 parts to an apology. Acknowledgement for the situation and what had happened, the part that they played. Acceptance, right? Saying that, you know, I also held a part in this conflict, in this betrayal. And then amends, what corrective measures, what steps need to be taken in order to correct the behavior pattern. See what I mean? And for a lot of you, accepting a superficial apology, that just means like somebody comes in and, oh, I'm sorry I did this, or I'm sorry this happened, and then just back off to the races instead of allowing this person to show you that they've changed or show you different. The 9 of Coins tells me that you are starting to put yourself first through this process. It's not easy. There's this big resistance. And I feel like it stems from this past overbearing mom. I'll just say it. I feel like this was like a controlling mom or an overbearing mom. And this had put you in this people pleaser state of thinking, state of being. And yes, it's okay to help others. Don't get me wrong. but we also have to equally take care of ourselves. And there is like toxic positivity. There is too much helping or anxious attachment styles. So if these are resonating, these terms are resonating for you guys, this is something that you want to look into, something that you want to clear up within yourself. Okay, so let's look at what is going to shift once you stop accepting these superficial apologies. I do feel like there is going to be a lot of alone time. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of time spent by yourself. And I feel honestly right now, you kind of are already in this state of being, state of thinking. Isolating yourself from the world, getting clear on your path, on your purpose, allowing the people that aren't showing up and caring for the connection to fade away. Okay, a lot of changes, a lot of big changes. And I feel like this, for a lot of you, it has been going on for at least this past year, maybe even longer. Okay, I do feel like there are going to be some new connections that are going to be put on your path, that are going to be in better alignment with your purpose. But you're first going to have to distance yourself from the people, places, and things that are no longer serving you, that are no longer vibrating the same vibrational frequency. So where do my collective friends need to focus their energy next? Please and thank you, Spirit. Emperor. 5 of Cups, okay. So right now, again, like I said before, you're still kind of holding on to some resentment in regards to this past situation. Some negative behavior patterns, negative way of thinking. This is all going to be corrected in this process. Okay, so as you get clear on what it is that you want and what you will accept and what you won't accept, and what you like and what you don't like, and finding those hobbies that help you through this process. Okay, as you go through that process of self-discovery, you get into this feeling of abundant, feeling of healed, feeling of joy, of understanding your past history and why you went through the things, the trials and tribulations that you did, and overcoming those. I also feel like there is going to be somebody from your past that comes in that's going to test you. So what does that mean? That means that you are no longer accepting superficial apologies, and this person is going to test that. So let's tap into anything that's hidden that you need to be made aware of through this energy. Please and thank you. Anything that my collective friends need to be made aware of. Page of Coins, the Lovers, the Six of Wands in the reverse, the Star, the Nine of Wands. Okay. Ten of Swords. There's going to be a person that comes into your life. I feel like this is going to start out as some sort of business partnership, co-worker, making money together type of venture. Very friendly, and it's quickly going to turn into more. I feel like this is going to help you along this healing journey. So being open to new experiences, even though you're still in this process of healing, is going to be beneficial. Okay. I also feel like you're kind of feeling down on yourself. Maybe a little bit of insecurity is coming out when it comes to taking that next step. You're not going to get to the 50th step if you don't take the first. So why not do it now while you're in this phase of practice? Okay. Let's pull a few cards out here for your advice, guidance moving forward. Thank you guys again for all the love and the support. For liking, for subscribing, for sharing the content. You guys are all amazing. Queen of Swords, Two of Wands, Ace of Swords. Okay, so you need to look at this very clearly, very practically. Be very honest with yourself at this time. Ace of Swords, Queen of Swords. There's a lot of confusion, a lot of uncertainty. I also feel like there are people in your midst, in your surrounding energy, that have your back, that want to see you win, that will help you through this process. So lean into those connections while you're walking away from the people that aren't serving your highest good, okay? Your higher soul self, your highest good, your highest purpose. What is that calling? You know, where do you feel called? You know, what is that higher self saying? Tap into that energy. We all have it. I also feel here taking time by yourself and balancing that out with spending time with friends. So there has to be a balance, right? There has to be a balance between spending time with friends and isolating and getting clear on our purpose, on our path. So don't completely cut yourself off from the world until you figure it out, because it may never be. Okay? And you don't want to miss out on opportunities by closing yourself off. Understand, getting yourself back out there and meeting new people is also part of this healing journey. Okay? So your whispers of healing message here is breathe. When negativity surrounds you, create a space where you can take a few minutes of reprieve to regain rationality. Close your eyes and take a slow, deliberate breath. Visualize love and positive energy coming to you with each breath in. Imagine you're releasing fear every time you exhale. Take a moment now to practice breathing techniques. This can help you feel replenished. So, I feel like that's a good solid message coming out for you guys. The main thing that I get from this entire reading is boundaries is going to be the biggest obstacle for you to overcome, because I feel like you're a caring person and you want to give. Try to pour that time, attention, energy into self. So what do you need for yourself to feel fulfilled? And no, taking care of yourself and spending time with yourself and doing things for yourself is not selfish, guys. This is part of being a human being. So, thank you guys again for all the love, for all the support, for liking, for subscribing, for sharing the content. You guys are all freaking amazing. And I look forward to reading your cards again soon. We're now going to jump into the second pile. Namaste. All right, guys, so we're just going to jump right into the second pile. See what we can see for the upcoming energy. Most important message here for my collective friends, spirit. What do the collective need to see in this upcoming energy? Past, Eight of Wands, the Chariot. Present, Nine of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands. The future, Page of Swords. Ace of Pentacles. The Page of Wands on the bottom of the deck. So, I feel like this is a business reading. This has to do with money, finances. In the past, there was some swift movement forward. When it comes to a business venture, maybe this was an idea to monetize or make money off of. And I feel here with how quickly things took off with this business venture crafting hobby that you turned into maybe a career, it quickly became burdensome. It quickly became too much. Too much, too fast. How would that look? How could I explain that in business? Well, this is like putting something up for sale, having a major response, and not having enough inventory to cover the cost. Okay, so this feels a little bit shaky, a little bit not knowing where to go, what to do, how to move forward. And really, it boils down to just making a plan. I do feel like right now you feel kind of a little scattered in your energy, not knowing where to focus, not knowing where to put your time and attention. Too much going on, too many orders, things are piling up, and not enough hands to help. Be strategic, okay? Be strategic. Take it one day, one step at a time. Make lists of the tasks that need to be completed, so that way you can mark them off as you accomplish. Another thing that I use in my business practices is if I'm feeling kind of stuck, not wanting to do anything, I'll start with the smallest task first, work up to something bigger. In the future, I do feel like things are going to pay off. Things are going to be okay. A little bit of planning is going to help. I don't feel like things are going to calm down. So this is like the new norm. I feel like you need to kind of get used to the chaos, if that makes sense, because it's not slowing up unless you take the ad down. Does it make sense? Again, this is exactly what you wanted when you started this business, this idea. And I know that things can take off pretty quickly in some instances, but having the understanding of why is important. Okay. Now, why is this coming up? Because I feel like there's most likely some trauma surrounding money, business, feeling like you need to work or put in the work, the effort, in order to reap the reward, the benefit. And that just isn't true. I feel like you've already put in the work. You've already put in the effort. And so that's why you are seeing the benefit, reaping the reward. Let's dive a little bit deeper into the energy. Again, guys, if you find the messages helpful or resonating, please give it a thumbs up. So what you need to release here. What needs to be released for the collective energy? Not taking action, sitting back and watching, and not pushing forward. Also, not trusting your intuition. High Priestess in the reverse. The Four of Wands tells me that this is like the beginning phases of this solid foundation. So trusting the process here is going to be important. Again, I don't feel like things are going to let up. So this is kind of like getting used to the new norm. What will shift through this energy? Okay, so I feel like a lot of you are questioning if this was the right place to invest your time, your attention, if this was the right business model, the right business venture. The Six of Wands tells me something here with maybe social media. This is like social media taking off, a big following. A lot of times that can be on social media, and reaping reward from this. But it's like not believing in yourself kind of held you back for some time. This right here is showing you where you're needed, right? Where your talents are wanted. So where do my collective friends need to focus their energy next? Please and thank you, Spirit. I will say, I feel like this is something that you've already been addressing, and that's why this positive movement forward is coming up. Okay? Take some time and think about this, because I feel like at one point, this is exactly where you want it to be. So having that realization will help to, okay, It's time to gather my thoughts. It's time to come up with an organization, a routine, a technique, so that way nothing's left behind. Nothing's left out. Four of Cups, the Moon, the Page of Cups. I also feel like if you maybe have friends, family that you feel like maybe won't help, I feel like that your perspective on that may be a little skewed. Just reaching out and asking for help, even in little bits, is better than not trying at all. Ultimately, taking some time with yourself to get clear on the plan, on the path, on the routine is what's going to be the key to creating this foundation. Anything that's hidden that the collective needs to be made aware of, please and thank you. Knight of Swords, Ace of Wands, and the Judgment. So what I will say is there's some new things, new opportunities that are coming in, and how I would see this playing out is maybe like bulk orders, okay? People trying to reach out and order your product for their business, okay? And that's why there's a need to kind of have this organization technique in place, because once this happens, it's not going to be possible to sit down and think, okay? I do feel like you are headed in a very positive direction. And again, this is exactly where you wanted to be at one point. So allowing things to flow naturally and being prepared. Preparation is the key. Let's pull a few cards out for your advice, guidance, moving forward. The main thing that I can see that would help you is taking time and gaining that clarity, coming up with that plan and implementing it. Okay. So we have the Three of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, the Tower, and the Star. Three of Pentacles is like community. It's like working together towards a common goal. Once these new opportunities, these new business opportunities come in, it's going to be a lot harder to get into routines or to implement routines. So it's going to be important for you to find that balance now while it's the calm before the storm. Okay. Again, you're headed in a beautiful direction, taking some planning, and this came as a surprise. So no worries, no stress, but now it's time to make a plan. Now it's time to come up with a routine. Now it's time to act as if this is your $1 million business, because it is. Whispers of Healing message here is positive-minded people. Spend time with people who elevate you and help you to see things from a fresh perspective. Will help you to disengage from negative emotions. When you are surrounded with love and peace, you protect yourself from negativity. You can create so many positive shifts in your life by hanging out with people who are empowering. Connect with people who have the same values as you. Your friends are a reflection of you. Remember to express love and compassion to the people you surround yourself with. Release any guilt you may have about avoiding a person or situation that doesn't feel right to you. Beautiful, beautiful. So, I feel like that's a good solid message. Support system is going to be important, but I feel like the main message coming out in this reading is implementing routines for this business venture. So when things start adding up, it's a good positive experience, a good positive reaction. You've already felt being overwhelmed by too many things, too many sticks in the fire. So let's sit down and come up with a plan so that doesn't happen again. Okay? So I feel like that's a good solid message coming out for you guys. Thank you guys again for all the love and the support, for liking, subscribing, for sharing the content. You guys are all amazing. For information on rituals, ritual kits, personal readings, check the description box below. Otherwise, thank you guys again, and I look forward to reading your cards again soon. Namaste. All right, so we are going to just jump right into the third pile. This is actually a new deck that I recently purchased. It's the Edgar Allan Poe deck. So it's a little bit different from traditional tarot, but I will do my best to explain as we go through. Most important message here for the collective spirit. What do my collective friends need to know? What do they need to see through this upcoming energy? Four of Crows with the Queen of Crows. Page of Eyes with the Two of Eyes. And the Temperance with the Ten of Crows. And the King with the Three of Crows. So in the past, you felt a betrayal, and I feel like this betrayal came from King of Pentacles, the King of Graves. In this deck is the King of Pentacles, okay? The Three of Crows is Three of Cups. So this is like, honestly, third-party energy, okay? We have the Queen of Crows, the Four of Crows. This is like withdrawing from a situation in the past that was no longer serving, even though the Queen of Cups energy, you were still showing up, you were still caring, you were still loving, you were still giving to the relationship. Okay, now presently you have options. Okay, and we're going to clarify all of this here in a moment. The Page of Eyes and the Two of Eyes, you have options. Okay, decisions, but you still feel connected or drawn to this person from your past. So what do? It's going to be difficult to figure out. You have to get clear on what you want the outcome to be. I honestly feel like this person from your past has not shown up appropriately up to this point. I feel like there's always been some tension. There's always been some difficulties between the connection and coming together. And now I feel here you're moving in a positive direction. You're moving away from the situation slowly but surely. You're realizing that this person isn't showing up appropriately in this relationship, and you're putting yourself first. However, this person isn't going to make it easy for you to disconnect, okay? And I also feel here there's about to be somebody that comes into your life that shows you a different side to love, if it makes sense. But you have to be open to this experience. So let's clarify before we dive any deeper into the energy. Now again, guys, if you find the messages helpful or resonating, please give it a thumbs up. We're going to start here with the Four of Cups, the Queen of Cups, Four of Crows, the Queen of Crows. What do my friends need to see in regards to this energy? Nine of Pentacles, High Priestess, the World. You see, you have already taken the steps you needed to distance yourself from this person. But when this person finds out that you've met somebody new, that's when they're going to take that step to come back. Trust that you've already learned the lesson that you needed to learn with that past person. You don't have to keep going through that same experience. You're going to keep getting the same result. Page of Eyes, Two of Eyes. Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Take your time. Take your time here. Don't rush anything, because you want this decision to be long-term. You want this to be a solid, good sounding decision. So get clear. Why is this not working between you and this person? What makes this not work? What reaction or interaction do you and this person have? Maybe it's how they withdraw. Maybe it's how they ignore. Maybe it's how they don't talk to you in certain instances. And then on the same note, what do you enjoy about the connection? And not that you're going to go back to this person, but you're going to want to know the things that you do enjoy about a person, so you can still enjoy those characteristics. It just may be with a different person. Again, there's a person that's about to come into your life that's about to show you a different side to relationships. But you have to be open to this experience if you want this to happen. Okay? I do feel like the lesson has been learned. The cycle has been completed. You are going to need to put this final nail in the coffin, though. So if this person comes back, I'm not saying reach out and close out the chapter. But if this person comes back into your life, they reach out, they want to reconcile differences, you're going to have to be the one to put your foot down. You're going to have to be the one to stand your ground with that, to set that solid foundation for what you want for your future. Only you can do that. I will say with this past person, there were a lot of secrets that they kept. And if this is new information, or maybe this isn't new information, I feel here that things are going to start slowly being revealed as you move away from this. Okay, so trusting, being open, trusting the process is important here. Let's dive a little bit deeper into the energy. First, going to look at what needs to be released. And I feel here we already know what needs to be released, the attachment to this person, but it's not going to be easy. Some of you have already disconnected from this person, which is good, but still kind of looking back, holding on. That'll go away with time. So what do my collective friends need to release here? You feel like you have to help this person, or like you, and maybe this is your outlook on relationships, and maybe you and this person have been married. And a lot of times when we're married and we make that traditional commitment in the eyes of God and make it official with the government, not only is it harder to detach legally, it makes it harder to detach mentally as well. And the reason being is because you had pictured a whole life with this person, a future. And it's something that it's not easy to let go of that. I do feel like this person was kind of just telling you what it is that they felt like you wanted to hear. It's time to free yourself from this. Nobody should feel this way. What will happen if the shift is made? Okay. You're going to feel very uplifted instantly. Like a lot of people around you are going to be, you did it, yay, I've been waiting for you to leave this person and blah, 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 blah. And then after you go through that experience, you're going to go and sit by yourself and you're going to question. Understand that that's okay. Don't beat yourself up over that. That's part of the healing process. That's how your brain processes what it is that you went through. Having patience with yourself through this healing process is important. Again, accepting that that person is toxic. They're draining on your energy. That's the best way. Here's the thing. Everybody comes with baggage. Everybody comes with their own life experiences that hinder the growth of any connection, whatever that is to them. Some people take what they've experienced and they emulate that. So they start acting like their perpetrator. Does it make sense? They start showing signs of manipulation. They start showing lying, deceptives, types of behavior patterns that aren't conducive to being in an honest relationship. You are already hip to this person's game. Taking that steps to distance yourself, obviously, aren't going to be easy. But it is going to be worth it in the long run. So where do my collective friends need to focus their energy? Work related. So if you feel like this is overwhelming, this is too much, it's okay to take a mental reprieve from emotions and focus on work, with the understanding that you're going to have to come back around and process this ending at some point. The longer you take to process, the more you're going to suppress, harder it is going to be to overcome. Again, if the Six of Wands keeps coming out, guys, this is indicative of having a very good support system. People around you supporting you, uplifting you through this experience. Lean into those friendships if you need. Even just a person to talk to. Even just somebody to say, like, you are right for feeling this way. Anything hidden that my friends need to be made aware of, please and thank you, Spirit. Some of you have already met this person, and it may be a person who you kind of work with or just friendly with at this time. Others of you, this person is about to come into your life unexpectedly for a good reason. I do feel like you keep this person as a friend for a long period of time, which is okay. It will be helpful if you can have a conversation with this person about why you're holding back. It'll help them to understand where they stand and what's possible for the future. So let's pull a few cards out here for your advice moving forward. Thank you guys again for all the love and the support, for liking, for subscribing, for sharing the content. So your advice here, the Page of Swords, the Four of Cups, the Hierophant with the Hermit, Eight of Staffs. There's still some things that you're disconnecting from with this person, which is fine. Make sure that you're completely disconnected before you start something new. That doesn't mean that you can't meet new people. That means don't get into a new relationship without first closing out this past chapter. I do feel like there is going to be a lot of time spent alone. Finding a balance is going to be important. So taking some time with yourself. Also, spending time with friends, with family, with people that support you, uplift you, love you. It's a big change, big shift. I feel like your heart was set on this past person for some time. It's hard to let that go. Positive-minded people. This is what the Whispers of Healing deck for those of you that are wondering and interested. Spending time with people who elevate you and help you to see things from a fresh perspective will help you to disengage from negative emotions. When you are surrounded with love and peace, you protect yourself from negativity. You can create so many positive shifts in your life by hanging out with people who are empowering. Connect with people who have the same values as you. Your friends are a reflection of you. Remember to express love and compassion to the people you surround yourself with. Release any guilt you may have about avoiding a person or situation that doesn't feel right to you. definitely need to be more selective with the people that you surround yourself. And I feel like that's something that you're aware of now, for sure. And maybe not so much when you met this person, or maybe this person did portray themselves as a positive person. The understanding that it takes time to get to know a person, the understanding that it takes time for a person's true self to be revealed. We're all walking around here with masks. People pleasing, let's be honest. We wear a mask in society every single day of our life, and not so much like it's a mask, but that's like our telemarketer self. Okay, we also have that self that might not be so pleasant at times. Everybody has it. Okay, everybody has a part of them that isn't as pleasant as the other parts. Okay, it's okay. It's okay to be in that energy. Being aware is going to be the key, so that way you have the control and you can wear the mask when need be, and you can take the mask down when need be. Surrounding yourself with positive people will help you to become a more positive person, but it'll also help you to have that awareness, of those parts of yourself. Going through this process, hermit energy, it's never easy, but it is worth it. It's the process of self-discovery. So lean into that. And if on those days that you feel less than, don't be afraid to reach out. Thank you guys again for all the love and support, for liking, for subscribing, for sharing the content. You guys are all amazing. And I look forward to reading your cards again soon. Namaste. Thank you guys again for all the love and support, for liking, subscribing, sharing the content. You guys are all amazing. I'm now going to do Archangel Michael blessing for the collective. Thank you guys again for all the love and the support. Archangel Michael, I call upon you. Please keep everyone who receives this message safe. Keep watch over them, their friends, and their family. Keep them safe from any harm of this world, the past, or the next. Thank you for your protection and guidance through these uncertain times. Thank you for bringing safety and security to those who need you most. In the name of Michael, so it is. Amen. Thank you guys again for all the love and support, and I look forward to reading your cards again soon. Namaste.